hey, I'm live thing to post on Instagram. Nice. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Do I look fresher to you? We've gone back to our original shifts with the baby. So now I wake up at 3 a.m., which is my preference, instead of staying up till 3 a.m. So now all is at peace with the world, if you ask me, with my world. Obviously not the real world. But, you know. Good morning. I've got a little pumpkin latte from my home coffee, made here at my home by my wonderful husband, who's watching the baby who's taking a nap. Hey, gamers. What's up? Thank you. This is a sweatshirt by the Homebodies Club. I'm going to buy another sweatshirt from them soon. But let's pull them up. They are a Palestinian-American girly pop, who's also a vlogger, if you'd like to follow her. Where's Instagram? Let's just go to her Instagram. Hello, welcome. I have highlighter on. That's why I'm glowing. Yes, and everything they make is so cute. And their sweatshirts go up to 5X. I know that she has to order anything bigger than I think a 2X. Like, she doesn't have as many of them, so they sometimes take a little bit longer to come. But hold on, I've made it a weird size. Be normal, please. Sorry. Clearly, I'm really good at my job, as you guys can tell. Let's go shopping. Hello. Yes, I edited this vlog by myself. It took a long time, and I did a lot of learning, but I'm very proud. Okay, this is the one I'm buying next. She sent me this one for free, which is so sweet because I was going to buy it. Look at this. Are you kidding me? It's so cute. Thank you. If you don't have money to buy a sweatshirt, you should still go follow her. How do I do, like... Sorry, I guess we're not following her on the Goofs account. How do I do, like, the... How do I share... Oh, the... No one look at me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I originally was going to get the yellow, the gold with the white. But I don't know. This blue's kind of calling to me. This is the other one I thought about getting. It says Animal Crossing Turnip Association. Actually, I think Felix should get this one. But I'm wearing the Stardew Valley one. But yeah, she has these. She has shirts too. Let's see. Here's accessories. Oh, I'm gonna buy these stickers. The problem is I don't really have, like, buying things I don't need money right now. You know, because we owe I don't know if you heard, we owe the IRS like $10,000 or whatever. So right now I'm focused on that. But as soon as I have money to buy things I don't need, these stickers are going to be mine. And that sweatshirt. But yeah. Pierre's Farmer's Market. Isn't that so cute? They're a really small business, so that's probably why. Anyway. Yeah. So incredible, so amazing. To be fair, I don't understand. You told the IRS your baby's so cute. I've tried. Yesterday when I was trying to get the baby to go to sleep, actually, have y'all seen, there's like a new, they say it's new. My parents definitely did this, but it's like a new hack. And they're like, if you're trying to get, your kid to fall asleep and they don't want to fall asleep, tell them a story, but like so slow and so boring. And I was like, what's more boring than the IRS? So to the baby, I was like, once upon a time, there was a little baby who was very silly. He was the silliest in the house, despite living with many silly people. And then throughout the story, I was like, the IRS came to the door. And they were like, you owe us some silliness. They're the International Review Board of Silliness. And they were like, you've made a lot of silly things this year. And now you owe us some of it. And the baby in the story, who happened to be named after my baby, was like, this is interesting. And then it turned into kind of a like silliness Robin Hood situation. And I was like, I know how I'm gonna be silly. Yeehaw.
Howdy.
I'm gonna get a gun, which I only said to make Felix laugh. And they were like, I think it was a slingshot. Because in our house, if we like read a book, not that we read a lot of books that have guns in them, but Winnie the Pooh does for some reason. And so Felix always changes it to slingshot, which is really cute. Anyway, that was a really long story about how it didn't work. Yeah, maybe my story was too compelling. Yeah. The good news is, like, the next time we pay taxes, then like this tax year of 2024, we will get the child tax credit, and then separately we finally like have our content creation business as a business instead of us just being two people who are getting paid for doing random things. So we'll get taxed as a business instead of as two people. And then we also now have a bank account, like a business account, which also has made it easier to keep our things separate. Silliness tax evasion. Exactly. You get it. Yeah. Yeehaw.
I forgot to stop.
Hello, thanks for being here, Pinless. Thanks for still being here. So Pooh doesn't have a gun. Christopher Robin has one, I guess. And like, I don't know if British kids in like the 60s or whatever were just like toting around these little like, it's clearly like a BB gun is the energy. But it's just so funny because like, also, I don't know if you guys have read their books. They're so funny. Genuinely, we're waking the baby laughing. They're so funny. Secondly, they all had them. You're so right, Pinless. They're so funny, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he has a gun. You turn 8, you get one. You get it. Anyway, yeah, how was everyone's week? What did everyone do? I'm definitely gonna add a second stream day. I haven't picked a day yet, though. The British give a gun to a young person initiative. That's actually kind of cute, Gremlin Lady. You're so brave. Pinless, they were only there for 2 days? That's not long at all. That's not enough time. Yeehaw. We're medium distance. That does make sense. Hello. Amazing. That's my favorite thing. I hope that it came off to people not as like bragging that we have so many people we can lean on, but I hope it was like, please ask your friends for help. It's also like, it works. We've helped several friends like clean their apartments after like something crazy happened. Not even just like having depression and getting busy. It doesn't have to be that like someone died for you to need help. I think the nice thing about our group specifically is we have a very like diverse group as far as like our jobs and our interests. I guess maybe diverse isn't the right word because we're all white, but like in our core group, but like we all have really different things that we excel at. I keep calling it my autistic paradise. That is really fun. But anyway, because I really like cleaning, I really like organizing. I have other friends who don't so much like that, but like they don't mind taking out the trash. I want to have a PowerPoint night so bad, Pinlez. But like, Hannah is, while she also loves cleaning and organizing, she is like the one that cooks, and Felix also helps cook. And like, it's really nice that we have a very like well-rounded wealth of knowledge, because like Hannah's a dental assistant, and Nat is a pharmacy tech, and Lydia works in computer engineering type stuff, computer things. I also hate taking out the trash. I hate taking out the trash, and I don't even live in an apartment anymore. Like, I literally just have to take it to the bin in the front of the house. And I hate it so much. It's horrible. Having to do it these last 6 weeks. Boo. Honk shop. Honk shop. Yeah. Editing this video, I've realized how much I say for so long. And I'm trying to say it less. No. I'm so sorry, Mollusk by the Bay. I love doing things when people are around, but my partner doesn't apparently count as a body that is around. Yeah, that's fair. So as far as cleaning, if I'm cleaning my own space, my dream is for no one to be here and for me to I have these really nice headphones, like over-ear headphones. Sony actually gifted them to me, and with like no strings attached. I did post about them on our story when I got them, because I was like, I would love more stuff like this if they wanted to. What if you send me a PS5, Sony? It hasn't happened yet, but my fingers are crossed. I want to play that little Astrobot game. But anyway, I was like, ooh, they're beige. XM5s, let me look. They're amazing. I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, they are. They're amazing. I love how squeaky my chair is. I don't really listen to audiobooks while I'm cleaning. I did the other day. I'd rather listen to music. I am, however, okay, content warning, Stephen King. I'm reading a Stephen King book on audiobook that he wrote recently. And I was like, oh, I haven't read any of like his recent stuff since he like posted a thing that was like, I said a lot of things in the 80s that I shouldn't have said. Like, I was on cocaine. Sorry about that. And I was like, maybe this will be like more something that holds up. And to be fair, not to be fair, actually, this isn't fair. This came out in like 2018, 2019, I think. Super could be wrong. There are certainly things that he normally would have put into a book by now that aren't in there. I'll say that. However, the part I listened to this morning, there's like an indigenous character, and it does not go well, dear reader, in the way that he has written this woman. And we were doing like pretty well into that point, and we're on like chapter 13, and I was like, okay, there's been like no homophobia. More like Stephen Jester is so true. I am gonna finish it. He said, sorry, the coke made me a misogynist. I am gonna finish it. The reason I bought it, I love horror books, in case you can't tell. And the reason I bought the actual book, which I didn't buy like from, oh, it's different bad. It's different bad. Hold on. I bought it from a thrift store, so it's not like I gave Stephen King any money. And then I have the audiobook from the library, but because I am normally not an audiobook girly, but right now the baby's doing this thing where even though before, a few months ago, he couldn't go to sleep unless like the TV was on and his sound machine was on, now he wants it to be so no lights on. So I'm scared to read on my Kindle. It's called The Outsider. But anyway, the cover looked like pretty scary. And I was like, let me see what year it came out. Um, 2020. Oh no. They made a movie? They made a show with lots of famous people in it. Okay, interesting. Yeah. It is interesting. So I am going to finish it. And I'll probably watch the show. But Mr. Stephen King, there's just no reason. He's his favorite thing to do. And like I unfortunately have liked many of his books. Now, if someone were to say, "Can you recommend a horror book to me?" I would not say his name. I'm going to recommend people who are less popular. But I do unfortunately usually like them, and like I'm not a book influencer. You know what I mean? I'm just a girl. I'm more of a turn gay, have a baby influencer. He loves to drop the ball is the perfect way to say it. I feel like they're a good level of scary. I feel like they're the perfect amount of descriptive to me, unfortunately. Steven, I know you're in chat right now. This morning I was going to Google, does he have sensitivity readers? Sensitivity readers. There isn't much information. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. So it looks like probably no. He's a dropper. If he does, they need to be fired is so true. Yeah, so the character today, I'm not going to go into, like, details. Nothing happens to her. She's not the one who is, like, in danger, at least right now in the story. But she is indigenous, and the whole thing's told in, like, third person. And it's, like, an interview she's doing. So it's written kind of like a script because it's, like, a court thingy. Y'all know what I mean. Anyway. And she herself describing herself talks about how she's like really big and nobody wants to have sex with her. And she also says like, she never says indigenous, and she says a lot of other things to describe herself, which I'm not loving. And then she also makes some joke about like, I think what Stephen King thought he was doing, y'all know, it's called The Outsider. Y'all know that joke in Parks and Rec that the actor who is actually in Twilight as Jacob Black's dad, he has this joke where he's like, I love to make white people uncomfortable by like, I don't know, y'all know what I'm talking about? And it's really funny. But he's like actually an indigenous actor making a joke about how white people, like he likes to make them uncomfortable and be like, that's offensive. White people love two things, gambling and Matchbox 20. He has so many good jokes in that show. That show, a lot of things didn't. Assigning curses to white people. Oh, yeah. I think that's right. Anyway, I think that's what Stephen King thought he was doing with this moment in the book. However, it's not his joke to write, as he is not an indigenous author. So, like, why put it in there, Steve? Steve, babe. Yes, he does a fake ceremony to get rid of bad energy, and he just says Scooby-Doo in Parks and Rec. He's also not a fat woman is so true. Yeah. Stephen King also, he used to do this thing in a lot of his older books where he, like, writes, like, 2 or 3 characters to be in there that aren't main characters, that are just bad, like, vibes people who, like, live in the same apartment complex as the main character, or live in the same town where this murder's happened, and he loves to write a random person like that who can just show up and say a bunch of slurs, and he's like, and that's how you know they're a bad person, but they're not the murderer. And I'm like, they can actually be a bad person without using those words, Steve, please just stick to white people being weird in Maine. Yeah, come on, there's no reason, Steve. Anyway, I'm reading that right now. I'm also definitely, now that we're in our YouTube era, I'm definitely going to do a like book roundup of 2024. Maybe not everything I read, but like he lives in Maine. What are you asking, Penles? Oh, I forgot you don't live here. So you've never run into him. Stephen King lives in Maine. You can go to his house. You can't go in. But it's like gated. Sorry to hear people of Maine. It's so true. I use 3 book trackers. I'm different. I'm annoying. So first, hang on, is it just Reads? Nope. I think it's Goodreads. There we go. I'm on Goodreads and Storygraph, and I'm actually now also on Bookworm. I just shared my link the other day. I'm trying to win. Join if you want. Use my code. Hold on. Let me log in. I'm trying to win some swag from them. I love Bookworm for the silliness. As far as an actual, like, tracker, it's not great. It's more for, like, community, I would say. Because it's super easy to make a book club on Bookworm, which I really like. And it's super easy to, like, it doesn't let you put in percentages. So you just put when you've started a book, and then when you're done with it, you say I finished, which I kind of like. I've kind of stopped doing that on, oh no, what's my password? I've kind of stopped doing that on Goodreads and Storygraph. I just kind of I'll start a book, I'll say it's at 5%, and then I'll just put it in when I'm done. Normal behavior. There we go. That's my Bookworm. This is Bookworm. It's a big screen sharing morning. You get to dress up your little worm. And like as you do different things, you can earn new things to dress your worm with. So like here's the different worms. I haven't unlocked any other worms, but I like the pink one best anyway. And then here's all the clothes you can put on the worm. Right now mine's in this really sick bathing suit. This one has arms, which I think is fun. Oh, worm? When did we say oh worm? I don't remember why we said it, but it was so funny. I've enhanced. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like a little poodle? This is a little bikini. Anyway, let me put her back in her. This is like a little Christmas fit kind of. Oh, maybe not because it's got like a V-neck. I'm different. Oh, never mind. I'm going to stick with this little Mamma Mia fit. I feel like Oh Worm came from Tumblr. I bet you're right. Maybe I'm just thinking of it. Maybe Bo said it. Okay. I wish I could do the wig and also this little hat. Here's a monocle. Anyway. Gotta put my... Oh, this one has a matching boot. I'm glad we're here. Now I can update my look. Badges. Besties. Oh, yeah. After you unlock a certain amount, you can get a little bestie. So, like, this is an axolotl. You have to pay. I lied. It's not that you have to read a certain amount of books. But I'm thinking of paying. I want them to have my money. I paid for a water app, too. I'm in my app that I can track things about myself era. Yeah, do you guys want to see? I emailed them and was like, hey, I'd love to make an ad for you. And they were like, yeah, email us. And then they never responded. This is $10 a year. So I need you to know it is probably not worth it to anyone except me. But it's called Water Llama. And I'm obsessed with it. It's a way to monitor to keep track of how much water you're drinking every day. But it's more than just that, in my opinion. So, couple of things. Here's where I'm at today. I've only had 18 ounces of water. But once I'm done with my coffee, I'll put my coffee in. You can put, I don't know if you can see at the bottom, you can put like water, sports drink, coffee. And there's literally so many. Hold on. Oh my God. I don't want to add anything. There's so many. Go the other way. And I only have on here, you customize it. Sorry. Yes, this is a goose. I'll get there. This is only the ones I actually select. If you hit like add or edit, this is all of the drinks that they have like in there. Oh my God, it's so hard to do this backwards. And like they tell you what percentage hydration it is. So like of water, obviously 100% of it is hydration. But like sports drink, it's 96%. So you say like you drank 28 ounces of sports drink and it'll calculate like how much like water that would be. And after you finish it for the day, which I can still show you what it looks like. Oh my God, this is so hard to do. Focus. It looks like it fills up your little picture. And then every day that you hit 100% of your water goal, you unlock a different little character that you can have. So like right now I'm on the goose, but I have a lot of them. I don't have all of them. It's called Water Llama. You start out with the llama. Oh no, now it doesn't know I'm a person. Please, I'm a woman. There you go. Then also something else that I really like about it. So if you scroll down, here's my little duck goose. If you scroll down, there's all these like challenges that you can do. So this is like Sober October, Escape Caffeine Capuchin, what does it say? T-Rex, like TEA, No Cheat Cheetah. Anyway, and they have weight loss sloth, but it's not stressful at all. So you can, not that, I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I feel like so many like things like this are so like, you need to lose weight focused, and this is not at all. You can like turn on that weight loss sloth thing if that's what you're interested in. And even then, like when you read the description, it's not like, are you so fat and so sad? Only drink water for 16 days. It's like, is weight loss your goal? Work with the sloth. Yeah, you get like a week free if you want to try it. I don't have a code to share. Oh man, when I shared my Bookworm code, I didn't use my little join thing. Dang. Anyway, yeah, people really like the Finch app. It's very similar in vibes, not in like what it does. I also use Finch and just drink water anytime I send drink water to my friends. Okay, hang on. Let's see. How do I do... Oh, the other thing that I really like about Bookworm... Sorry, I guess we're having an apps conversation all day. Sorry. The other thing I really like about Bookworm is you can import your Goodreads stuff. So if you already use Goodreads, you can import it over. It's not perfect. I had to move some books around from the years being wrong. Let's see. How do I do share? Edit profile. Explore. Here's me. Oh, I'm already on me. Okay, let me just do it on my phone. You know what Bookworm isn't? Amazon. That's so fair. A lot of people, anytime I post about being on Goodreads, people are like, they're actually owned by Amazon. And that is true. I do feel like, in my opinion, it's the most funded of the apps. And so sometimes I feel like it gets more, like there's more people on it. I really like the social aspect of Goodreads a lot, which is why I only like friend people on Goodreads that I'm actually friends with, and otherwise like I ask people to follow me, which is different. Let's see, library. No, this is what I want. Invite more friends. Here we go. Copy. Open Twitch, please. No, that's so sad. Profile. What the heck? How do I go? What I want is has CouplaGoofs. That's so sad. I switched because Storygraph was lagging due to my huge amount of books. Yeah, Storygraph, I feel like the social aspect of it, like I'm certainly friends with people. I have no idea. There's not like a scrolling, there's not like a, what do they call it on Facebook? Like a wall. Is that what it's called? Where you're just like scrolling and seeing what people are saying. Feed, thank you. You get it. And on Goodreads there is. So that's what I like about Goodreads. On Storygraph, let's pull up Storygraph. What I like is the graphs, as the name implies. Let's see. Sign in. Doesn't remember me. So embarrassing. Oh, it doesn't remember me. Less embarrassing. Stats. Here we go. I'm only halfway through my reading goal, so I have to read 25 books in the next 2 months. Oh, I forgot I made it huge. That's all right. Average time to finish a book right now is 10 days. Yes, Storygraph also has really good like content warnings that you can see for books, which I don't ever use because I like to be surprised, especially as a horror girly. With the exception of like really graphic child death. As you can see, I'm in my thriller era. But, like, it's just really cool. I really like seeing all of this. Although, I'm going to finish the Death Note series by the end of it, so manga's going to go up by a lot. I've only been reading on my Kindle, as you can see. I've read 3 Stephanie Meyer books and 3 books, the Death Note series. I don't know how to say this person's name. I'm so sorry. And I read 2... Did I not read all 3? Of the Crank series. Actually, no, maybe I didn't because I was like, pff. As you can see, June is when the baby was born. As I read, I think 1 book in June. Not even a whole book. Oh, no, yeah, 1 full book. Nothing in July. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Yes, Storygraph was founded by Black people. By a Black creator. Anyway, yeah. So there's pros to all of them. And so I literally just use all 3. And I am not annoyed by it. I don't mind. I literally just copy and paste my reviews into all 3 when I'm done with a book. Here's the thing about graphic novels, Charlie. They take like 1 hour to read. And so like the answer is kind of no. Because I'm like done with it in 2 seconds. I am, however, rereading Death Note, which I read in middle school and high school, but I don't remember anything that happens. I just remember loving it. So maybe I'm about to enter my graphic novel era. But I have the Heartstopper books, and I am reading them because they're cute. But, like, I always only rate them, like, 3 stars. Because I'm, like... I'm also not a young adult reader, though. Felix really is a young adult reader. Here's what they do. My husband, who I love, is really chaotic. Felix has a Goodreads. They don't friend anyone. Don't try to find them. They won't be your friend. Me and Mom are their only friends. I take that back. I think they're also friends with Kyle on Goodreads. And they will audiobook read to like between 8 and 16 books. And then I'll be like, have you been putting them in your Goodreads? And they'll be like, oh yeah. And they'll backlog all of them. Let me read you some of their reviews. Hold on. You have to hear some of these. How do I find my friends? Oh, duh. Friends. Let's see. I only have like 30 friends. Their About Me says, I have this app exclusively because it makes my wife happy and she thinks she can bully me into reading more often. And then, let's see, how do I see the reviews? Updates? They just give them stars. I take it back. They used to write. Reviews. This one says, super good, more of a bummer than I remembered. There's also a character whose name is a slur for no reason. Loses a star for that, but otherwise great, TBH. so true. Anyway, they literally only have it to make me happy. But it's because I like knowing at the end of the year how many books I read. If I don't hit my goal, it's fine. But it is hard because I love to be an overachiever. I did read, I read Fun Home by Alison Bechdel a long time ago when the musical came out. Love their rating system. Yeah. There's just so many people out there writing books. It seems like just so they can put some words in them that they're not allowed to say in real life. Similar to Quentin Tarantino, one might say. Anyway. Quentin, if you're here, if Quentin Tarantino has no haters, I'm dead. People are like, oh, his movies are so good. Are they? Or do you just like to talk about them? That's also, don't tell anyone here. That's also how I feel about Wes Anderson. And I know everybody likes him. More like Quentin Tarantino because he loves feet. My husband loves Wes Anderson. If that man also has no haters, I'm dead. I'm gone. I don't get it. They're beautiful, but I don't get it. He makes vibes is so true. I unfortunately don't want vibes. I wanted a movie that made sense. I wanted a movie with a classic beginning, middle, and end. Maybe some people of color or someone who's fat. You're not getting that in a Wes Anderson film, I'll tell you what. I went to see Asteroid City and my favorite part was a kid singing about an alien. We saw Asteroid City in theaters and I took notes. And at the end I was like, these are all the problems I have with his films. And Felix was like, these are all fair, actually. Fantastic Mr. Fox is my favorite one because it has a plot. I'll watch that. We just watched it not too long ago because Hannah was over. I don't think Ryan Murphy should be allowed to walk free is so true. Ryan Murphy, you're not getting out of this conversation. Welcome to my stream. We talk about apps we like and men we hate. Asteroid City, it doesn't have a plot. Don't watch it. Glee, unfortunately, did change my brain chemistry. He should have stopped there. Or, stopped, 5 seasons into American Horror Story. And instead, Ryan Murphy's just allowed to... He shouldn't be allowed to be doing all the stuff he's doing. I think he know. Oh my so god. Sorry for the scary noises, everyone. I don't think it's ghosting. Why are both of the Wicked original leads in that show? Why did he have that kind of sway? That's a great question. Did he do anything before Glee? Here we go. Nip Tuck? Did he really? You're lying. How old is Ryan Murphy? Isn't Nip Tuck 1,000 years old? Googling. I don't believe you. (2003 to 2010)? Is that true? It seems so much older. Created by Ryan Murphy. Paula was right, everyone. Everyone say, Paula, you're so smart. Snaps for Paula. That's so cuckoo bananas. How old is he? Okay. Ryan Murphy, the swimmer, is only 29. The producer... Your guess is 58. 58. Good job. Ryan Patrick Murphy. This is what he looks like. Hold on. This man made Glee? He's no Gleek. I've seen the Gleeks. That's not him. He's from Indiana. Is anyone from Indiana here? Anyone here from Indiana? That's what I meant to say. He also directed the memoir, the film for Running with Scissors. Oh, he's from Indiana? He must be gay, right? Yeah. They have 3 sons born via surrogacy. That man? You can't make Glee and be straight. We're talking about Ryan Murphy, the guy who made Glee, and I guess Nip Tuck. We've just found out, some of us. I forgot Daisy May's gonna be here. I haven't played in a few days, so sorry. I'm gonna have no Nook points or whatever. There isn't any news. Thanks, Tom Nook. Oh, I came over here to fix this. How's that? Oh my god. Close enough. I'm calling that good. The hill is appearing so many hear me out cakes. Is he? I meant to ask everyone who they would add to their hear me out. Y'all think about it. You think, and I'll ask in like 30 minutes. Because I want to play some before I start reading a lot.
Ryan Murphy also made ACNH.
No, Felix hasn't finished the quilt. One thing about my husband is that they are so incredibly talented and crafty, but it does take quite a while to finish their craft, typically. So I think that quilt will be done before his first birthday, but it's not going to be done in the next 2 weeks. That's for sure. Do I have anything to give him as a gift? I do this thing where I just kind of randomly hand out things. Oh, I have this tape deck. Here you go. Hear Me Out Stream Gender Edition. I literally thought about this yesterday. We can absolutely do that. That's so funny. That's really funny not to buy an Iraq. Oh wait, what did I break? What am I missing? Fishing pole? Yeah. Yeah, I'm missing a fishing pole. I also love the sound in this game. It's so, like, I don't know how many of you guys were able to be at home when this game came out and it was like quarantine with a capital Q. But it was like such a weird, scary time for us because we were cast members and we were like, are they gonna, like, how long is Disney World gonna be closed for? Are we gonna have jobs? Like, are we gonna be able to get Florida unemployment? Like, it was so stressful every day. And like, we would just wake up and cry and like just alternate who was like crying all day from being so stressed out. But we did have Animal Crossing. And so it was like the only thing that brought like consistent joy during that time at our house. And that's not super true because we had Felix and I lived together, and then Hannah was staying with us because she had just moved to Florida. And the plan was for her to live with us for like a few weeks and then get herself an apartment. And then the pandemic happened, so she couldn't work, so she couldn't prove that she was working to get a new apartment. Which was so stressful. Do I have enough sticks? I don't. So then she ended up staying with us for a few months. And then we also lived with our friend Chad, who, if you've been here a while, you should know that we're absolutely obsessed with him. And then we had a really stressful roommate also, who was there.
We did a super severe lockdown in Ireland. Couldn't go 2 kilometers from our house. An Animal Crossing island visits helped me immensely. Did you live alone? I cannot imagine how anyone, like, was living alone at that time. I'm literally rich. Look at me. You're so brave. Okay, here we go. Sorry. I bet I just yelled into the microphone. My bad. She's so cute. Oh, I'm trying to make notes during the stream of things to put in the link when I post this. I'm on a schedule now, I don't know if you noticed. So like today's stream will come out next Tuesday on YouTube. I forgot some people had legit lockdowns and not a strong talking to by their government. That's so true. Haha. In Florida, supposedly, some people, like, got pulled over and asked, like, where are you going? It didn't happen to us, but honestly, we didn't go, like, the only places we went were the grocery store. Okay, hang on. What have we done that I should tag? I'm gonna do my read links and Homebodies Club, and then I'm also gonna put Daisy May on the little... If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching it from the future where this has already happened. My mom and I strategically planned grocery shopping because it's the only place we could meet. Yes, Red Wolf, that's how I feel. I didn't think she was cute for so long because I was like, I hate her little booger. She is really cute, though. She's also, I wish I was this small. She's so cute. Yeah. We went to a Michael's and waited outside in line for like 2 hours to get in because they were only letting like 10 people in at a time. No thanks. I already know how it works. She's so cute. Yeah, I want to buy some. Let's do... They're in bundles of 10. Let's just do 2 bundles. She's so cute. My Little Crime? My Little Crime is that I was editing a video all week, so Felix has had a lot of baby duty. My favorite villager is tied between Gale and Pietro, who are both giving girl, if you ask me. Okay, what I need is branches. Maple is really cute. Listen, if you're having a little bit of sad times about everything, have you tried restarting your island? Have you tried starting a new farm in Stardew Valley? Meeting Maple is like meeting a celebrity. Okay, I'm branch rich. Gala. That's so true, Red Wolf. So true, baby. Oh, my other little crime is I haven't taken a picture for the thumbnail of this VOD. Let's craft. Okay, I need this. And I also need another net, right? How many miles do I have? Because I really should do the better tools. But the problem is I want to use every single one of my miles to go villagers intensive. Ooh. That's so fair. I never regret starting my island over. Here's the reason why. I only start my island over when I haven't been playing anyway. So what good is it to have, like, an island that I supposedly really liked when, like, I'm not playing it right now? They're just sitting in my... They're just sitting in my Switch not being played with. So I might as well restart. Because then I'm at least playing the game. Hi, little birdie. Yeah, that's so funny. I don't really like Lucky. October 20th belongs to Antonio. What's today? The 15th? The 13th. I also, does anyone remember off the top of your head when you can get the ladder? Because I still don't have it. Listen, it's Sunday. If that's not for bed rotting, I don't know what is. I think it makes him a Libra. What comes after Libra? Because it's usually like between the 20th and the 26th where they like switch over, right? Here she is. Billie Eilish. I got it again last night. You gotta build the bridge after Tom tells you to. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, I just got the thing where it's like, let's do 3 houses. I guess we can do that today. My goal is to stream till 1:30, but we'll see. Depends on a lot. You guys didn't even tell me my little thing was fucked up. Was messed up. There we go. That is Billie Eilish. We also, if you're here, do you follow our VOD's YouTube channel? Because we're 300 subscribers away from being able to monetize it, which would be great. Coco's so scary to me. I'm glad people like her, but she's scary to me. I tell you who I don't like. Raymond. People are obsessed with Raymond. I don't like his energy. Raymond to me is like... Raymond to me is giving the same energy as like the guy at the bar who's like, I don't know if you can handle me if you take me home, but like he's just gonna do really normal stuff to you and he's not that crazy. Thank you. I worked really hard on it and I learned how to do a lot of new things, even though it was very scary. What villager does everyone share a birthday with? That's a great question. I don't know. The only celebrity I know that I share my birthday with is Mary's kid from Sister Wives, Leon. We have the same birthday. I haven't been to Looks training since it opened. Olivia's my B-Day twin. She's a cat. Cute. I don't really like any of the cats. OMG. I share my birthday with Mr. Rogers. Hey, why did the VODs thing not work? Hold on. Everyone hold your horses. Yeah. Oh, did I not put the... Hee hee. Sometimes I don't know how to do my job. What am I supposed to do? Remember how to do it? I forgot to put the exclamation point. It wasn't your fault. It's mine. She's so cute. I would say what's most cuckoo bananas is that I had never even heard of Animal Crossing until I married my husband. Well, until I met them. I didn't play... we played video games in my house, but it was just like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and Mario. And, like, those random racing games. Do y'all remember when they put, like, weird PlayStation games that weren't very good in, like, cereal boxes? Maybe not PlayStation, maybe just computer games. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. When I'm feeling anxious, I restart my Animal Crossing island. She's so cute. I feel like since becoming a parent, my handwriting's gotten horrible. Are my muscles messed up? This Animal Crossing game came out on my birthday in 2020. What a great couple of days you must have had. She's so cute. Dog agility CD game that came in either a box of cereal or a box of dog food, and I was obsessed. So I heard vaguely about this when we talked about it last, Gremlin Lady. I didn't get it. It was 3 days into quarantine. Felix, also, they pre-ordered it the day you were available to. And they were supposed to get a little journal with it, and they didn't get the journal. It never shipped. And they cried so much because, not actually because of that, but because of, you know. It's like, I think we all cried a lot during those times. As you might know, because that's actually how we got started at this weird job. I need to make a little, like, stream starting soon of the phone. That's my plan. Because I think I'm just in my Animal Crossing era for a while. I don't know, though. I don't know if it's better as a content creator to play one game consistently or to switch it up. Oh, I need to buy candy. I'll buy it. I didn't cry. I was completely normal. If you had a normal job, maybe it would be better. Let's do bulk. Let's do more. Nice. What a crazy random time we had. Oh, I also need a wetsuit. Thanks. I feel like if I was doing more... Oh, here's the thing, Red Wolf. I got so angry playing it. And so, like, I'm scared to play it again because I have a very strong opinion that, like, games are only fun to play if you are having fun while it's happening. And so if all you're doing is getting frustrated, like, there's no reason to play it. He started his new job 3 days before shutdown and they transitioned him to homework. Yeah. I'm about to put up the 24-hour FNAF streams on our VOD channel. After I'm done posting Babython. Because I'm trying to only post, like, a recent stream and then a throwback stream to post on there twice a week. And then I'm also posting 3 shorts a week and a vlog on our normal channel. Which I love. I'm not complaining by any means. But hey, that's actually probably a record. LK. Who's talking outside? It's not annoying, but I'm just nosy. It is for me. Someone on Threads the other day was like, I'm going to Target for 2 things. Do we think we'll be able to do it? And then they came out of the store, supposedly, with only the 2 things. I do have a PC. I've never played the Nancy Drew games, though, so it would be me playing them for the first time. But people keep being like, oh, you really love it. Okay. First, before I go ask Tom what should I do, let's plant these pumpkin starts. Where do I want my little garden to be? Maybe back here? I'm about to do a lot of work. Let's see. Yeah, I think this area could be garden. I've got to cut down these trees, though. I know my cousin Josh, who I'm obsessed with, played all of the roller coaster games. Thinking about it now, maybe he has like roller coaster autism. He, like, every time we went to his house when we were kids, his whole room would be like covered in those, like, they're not Legos, but like the things that you can build a roller coaster with. like, and I'm not exaggerating. It was like quite literally his entire room. And then I think he's like technically like an engineer. He's also really into the theme parks, which makes sense. Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. At Disney World, they spray certain smells to get like customers to, like guests to buy things. So like when you're walking down Main Street and you smell like sweets over by the bakery, it's not actually, like you're not actually smelling stuff being cooked in the bakery. It's like a smell that they're pumping in. My brother had the roller coaster autism. He presumably still has autism. I meant no longer a roller coaster guy. Listen, I love it. Connects. I see. Listen, it makes sense. I go for the vibes, and like part of the vibes is smelling the smell. Oh man, I forgot to eat more. I visited someone in the Disneyland hotel. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. And again, I love it. But if people don't like it, people who are like, it's like so cuckoo bananas how like Disney adults are, I'm like, that's so fair. It's so much. There's also so much lore, like, that is not a real bird. Do not get it twisted. Alright, yeah, I'm thinking this will be good. I don't care about the sense, but faking nature is so dystopian. Yeah, they could just put enough trees in to have real birds. That's true. It is interesting that Weirdboard is the one who put this. Weirdboard, do you perhaps live at the Disneyland Hotel? Very interesting. My favorite thing we do on stream is just make up lies about one another. Where are the pumpkin starts? Here they are. Sorry I was so mean. I thought maybe somebody stole them. I'll never tell. You can't make me. Oh my so god, that's clearly not what I meant. Clearly I meant plant more pumpkins. No! What? Why would I want that there? I dug a hole! Put the pumpkin in the hole and nobody gets hurt. Plant. I know, they know what I mean. I know they know what I mean. Look around. This is Animal Crossing from 2020. And it's really cute and amazing. It is giving put the lotion in the basket. Hold on, my thing became disconnected. So weird. I took my granola cousins to Disney once when they were 8 and 10 years old, and their favorite parts were the avocado trees in Tomorrowland. Are there avocado trees in Tomorrowland? Is this in Disneyland? My favorite part of Disney was the lizards. That must be Disney World. The funniest thing about, there are so many funny things about being married to someone who grew up on the entire other side of the country. But one of them is like the first time I visited here. People were like, oh, where are you from? And I'll be like, at the time, I was like, oh, from Florida. Like, I work at Disney World. And they'd be like, oh my god, you work at Disneyland in Florida? And I'd be like, no, they're two different things. And in, like, at least in the places I was at in Alabama, growing up, that would never happen. People knew the difference between Disneyland and Disney World. And I was like, why does nobody know anything here? But it happened all the time. I was scared to death by a ride in Tomorrowland as a kid. Which one? The Alien show in Disney World? Or Disneyland? I don't know much about Disneyland. As a Midwesterner can confirm, I genuinely don't know which place is which. That's so cuckoo bananas to me. It's so... There's only two. You know? I have trained my roommate to know that Universal and Disney are different. So many people at, like, when you work at Disney World, it's actually mind-boggling to me how many people go to Magic Kingdom and ask where Harry Potter World is. And I'm like, you spent thousands and thousands of dollars to be here. How do you not know where you are? That's so funny. To be fair, what's the one, like, Knott's Berry? I always think it's Knott's Berry. And I had not heard of it until probably 2 years ago. And it's in California, I think. So embarrassing. Where's E.T. at? I'm on Main Street. Yes. It's just so funny. And again, I don't think it's stupid to not know the difference between them. I was like, my mind was blown when that happened because it never happened in Alabama when I grew up. But what is mind-boggling to me is when you're there and you don't know. Oh my god. Also, people would buy tickets to the water parks, which are completely separate from, like, the 4 main parks of Disney World. There's 2 water parks. They would, and, like, they're much cheaper because it's just a water park, like, 1-day ticket. And then they'd go to the water park and they'd be like, how do I get to the castle? And I'm like, did you not read the ticket? Why'd you think it was $100 less? This isn't, like, the park, bud. This is just a water park. I can't imagine not deeply researching something before spending hundreds of dollars. Yes. It happened all the time. One time, a guest situation that I don't remember, but you spelled it right. There, I went to Busch Gardens near DC. It's like Busch Gardens, Virginia. There's one in Florida too, though. But one time, I don't remember if it was my guest situation or someone else's, but someone, I think I've told this story on here before. Someone came with their whole family. They drove for like 14 hours the day before. They didn't fly. Got to Magic Kingdom. They had booked a reservation at Be Our Guest, which is the Beauty and the Beast, like, castle. Which, if you're on the dining plan, is like 2 dining credits. Because it's so expensive to eat there. So it's essentially like the dining plan as it sounds. You, like, prepay, and then you get, like, certain amounts of credits. So it used two dinner credits per person at Be Our Guest, which it says multiple times when you make the reservation that it is either, like, $150 a person, flat, it doesn't matter what you order, or 2 dinner credits per person. And this guy was, like, so pissed about it. But they were staying at, like, a deluxe resort. They had, like, other things that, like this guy had the money to pay for it. Number 1. Number 2, even if he didn't, he's the one that made the reservation and spent, you know, thousands of dollars on his family of, like, 20 or whatever to go to Be Our Guest. And in order to get that many people in,
it's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Hello, thank you for being here. Welcome. Cute. I'm not non-binary. I'm so sorry. My husband is. They're not here. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My name's Morgan. My pronouns are she, her, but I'm glad that you're here. I didn't mean to trick you. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that it was still hashtagged from Felix's stream. Anyway, sorry. The story I was in the middle of. So he was, like, yelling. Maybe it wasn't my situation, but he was so upset. The food's not great. You're going to meet Belle and Beast and to eat in their castle. But he was really upset, and this is another situation, one of many, where if the guy wasn't so mean, they probably would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, here's your dining credits back. But he, like, walked in, yelling at everyone, when, again, he made the reservation, and in order to make a reservation at that place at all, you have to do it, like, 3 months in advance. There are many non-binary people here, that's true. And the person he was talking to was like, right, so it's in on a DS emulator. Cute. I love it. That's so fun. Anyway, he was like yelling at my friend, and he was like, oh, do you read everything before you book? And she was like, when I'm spending hundreds of dollars, I do, yeah. And I'll never forget it, because NB later is really funny. What else was I doing in here? I think that was it. Okay, let me go put this beach chair on the beach. My fave guest situation was when I had to close a bathroom and this dad got so mad. He had his kid pee on the ground in front of me. What? Oh, that's so fair. Yeah, I feel like I've only ever played New Leaf, and so I only know this one. TBH. What was I doing? Oh, taking this up to my house. My favorite guest situation is where that girlie asked me to hold her glass eyeball. Which I've told many times. I'm torn between fuck customers and Disney should not be allowed to charge whatever they want. Yeah. Here's the thing. I wouldn't even mind if they charged whatever they wanted, if they also paid the cast members really well. The person who's Cinderella should be getting paid like $35 an hour. And then I wouldn't mind so much about paying the prices. However, that's not what happened. Now, it is a really, like, safe place to visit, and also, like, you're not gonna get... It's like a... What's the word that I want? It's nice, like, we feel safe there because we're gay. You know what I mean? Listen, Penles. I can't say anything because I love going to Disney World. I love it. I cry every time. I can't wait to take my silly little baby. But it is really funny. They have a lot of flaws. No, if they're a college programmer, I don't know about Land. In Disney World, you're starting out making $12 an hour. The person I know who makes the most makes like maybe $22 an hour. That was, I mean, I don't know if they've had raises since then, though. They usually get, like, one a year. One every couple years. As in donkey. Yeah, they do not make enough. Also, Cherry, what's going on with your eyes, baby girl? What a cutie. Yeah, they do not make enough money. And also, like, a studio apartment in Orlando, is like almost $2,000. Do you see the TikTok of Mickey forcing a dad to hold his child's hand? No, but anytime any of those videos go viral, like, I don't know. I know cast members, you know what I mean? What else was I doing? Oh. I need to put the beach chair on the beach. Place item. Here's my plant. Welcome to my house. I have plants. The kid almost knocked Mickey over. Yes, it happens all the time. To let stories have endings is a very confusing answer to me. But... Oh, do you mean because they're doing so many sequels? I'm also a sequel lover, unfortunately. Oh, yes. That happens all the time. Yeah, the characters should be getting paid the most. By far. Number one, they're like the whole reason people go. Number 2, people are so weird to them. People are so weird to them. Guest relations where I was in Magic Kingdom. They'd used to do this, like, secret, like, open secret meet and greet with Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde from Zootopia. Which, if you don't know, it's, like, the cop bunny and, like, the fox that's played by Jason Bateman. And people were so weird with them. Like, just saying and doing weird stuff. Yeah, one of our friends works at Land. And you don't understand. I have to trauma dump on Maribel. It's just so much. I just don't understand. And I love, like, I am an adult who loves meeting characters. I feel like they are, like, the magic of the park. I really love it. I am excited for my kid to meet them. Those two characters have an unfortunate oversaturation of weird content is so true. Not weird, like, you know what I mean? I support furries who are doing things with other adults and people who, how do I explain this? My point is you don't get to push that on the people who are at work. That's not, they didn't sign up for that. This is not a situation in which everybody's having a good time. Yes. Consenting. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. People are also weird about Stitch. We've talked about that, like, in the past, for sure. People are just weird about Stitch. I don't know why. There are a lot of people who really like Stitch that are normal. But for some reason, there's also, like, this type of person who's really into Stitch who, like, thinks that Stitch owes them all of his time and energy. And that every cast member should, like, it's weird. It's strange. Stitch adults are like Jack Skellington adults is so true. People are so weird to Jack Skellington. I don't know what it is about Stitch. Stitch is, I feel like, clearly, like, kind of a kid. And, like, he's not, I guess, because he's, like, an alien, but... yeah. Jack Skellington, people really are into him. He's just Slender Man with a face. He's the king of cultural appropriation. He said, I love what you're doing. I'm gonna steal it and make it my own and act like I invented it. Yeah. Yay! Let's see. Which way should I go with the bridge? People are also, part of the reason they've changed, if you didn't know, they changed Jasmine's costume a couple years ago, to have, like, her midriff isn't out anymore. She has, like, a full coverage outfit on. 'Cause too many dads and, like, other, like, guests who aren't dads, I guess, were, like, touching her too much. And, like, that's cuckoo bananas because, again, that girl is making possibly $12 an hour. For some dad to be like, I'm gonna take you on a magic carpet ride. No, thank you. No, 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 friend. That is not nice. Where is the construction kit that he gave me? Is it not here? Oh, I have to build it. To be fair, I don't know about Land, but in World, Jasmine meets in the shade. Both places that she meets. Log stakes. Clay, stone. Okay. I don't have any wood. That's so gross doing, especially since it only affects cast members of color. To be fair, they do it with, like, every princess, but yes. In the story that I've just told. I'm gonna do whatever the opposite of gentle parenting is to those dads. It's so weird. Especially, like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so easy to not do. Just don't do that. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I worked as a party princess. I never had anything like that happen, though. Oh, I got you, yeah. It's so fun watching me not be a freak. Be a freak at your home. Be a freak with your friends. This is why women choose the bear. So true. Oh, I forgot the other things I needed and I didn't grab them. Yeah. I was a piercing party princess. Disney adults are crazy. Yeah. I know, we saw Arm at Disneyland. The best part, as I've told this story many times before, is that we were there, and Arm, who's in, like, every stream chatting, was like, I don't know if you know who I am. My name's Arm Applesauce on Twitch. And we're like, obviously we know who you are. We're best friends, what do you mean? Natural melons. It was a farmer's market stand. Hey now. This is what dreams are made of. That is funny. Yes, Arrow, exactly. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a famous, like, positive pervert to my husband. All the time. Pre-melonectomy. Felix would bend over to grab something, and I'd be like, oh yeah. And, like, we also both grab each other's butts whenever the other one's not suspecting. That's fine. We're two grown-ups who play a silly little game with one another. I'm gonna pay someone in Florida to pretend to be penniless. Now, something I will say that I think is actually a very good point that I saw a long time ago. What? Oh, I haven't made my steaks, that's why. I saw someone say, like, people think that Disney adults are, like, they're, like, one of the few groups that, like, everyone can make fun of. Which is crazy, because, like, a lot of Disney adults have, like, a special interest in Disney, but it's, like, a more feminine thing to be into instead of, like, I'm saying it so bad, but they were, like, compared to, like, the kind of people who were, like, really, really into sports, like, way too into sports and know, like, every statistic of everything. And, like, I was like, this is a good point that you brought up. What I really don't understand is those really Republican Disney adults. Hey. Oh, I gotta make one more thing of steaks. Yeah, many are autistic. That's actually not the crime, you know? Not that I'm saying that's what you're saying. People who are making fun of them. I'm like, just earlier today, I don't remember what we were talking about, but Felix was like, it's not a crime to be annoying. And that's so true. If a Disney adult is just, like, minding their own business and just really likes going and spending their money and having a nice time, like, I don't care. That's fine. Covert misogyny, yeah. I associate Disney adult with people who try to do sing-alongs on planes. What are you talking about, Willis? Has that happened to you? I think I want the other ones to go this way, actually. I've never heard of someone trying to start a sing-along on a plane. Sometimes theater adults try to do sing-alongs on planes. Like it's a Denny's at 3 a.m.? My worst nightmare. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a sing-along. I would love that if everybody on the plane would also love it. Does that make sense? But that would never happen. You can't know. It happened to me once when I was on the tarmac. This is cuckoo bananas. Yes, exactly, LK. Thank you. You're so right. Yes, yes. You phrased it perfectly. as someone who worked there for a long time, there are plenty of hashtag Disney adults who have autism who are very, very nice. And then there's, like, weird ones who are like, actually, I want a new annual pass because it rained today. And I'm like, buddy, it's Florida. It's gonna rain every day. If they booked the sing-along plane, that'd be one thing. What if you stage a sing-along at the DMV? They would probably not react kindly. The folks at the DMV do not get paid to be having a nice time. They don't pay them enough, I guess. Actually, you know, I'm like fake complaining because the ones here in Oregon, they were actually super nice. Can't believe you would schedule a hurricane when I'm gonna meet Mickey. That's what they're like, Penless. Hello, yes, welcome. I'm here. Right now I'm only streaming on Sundays. I'm gonna try and add another day this week, but we'll see. I want a flash mob so bad. None of my friends, when it was like popular, none of my friends ever wanted to do it. And I think they're so fun. The problem, unfortunately, similar to, I guess, singing along on a plane, you don't know, like, who around you is gonna, like, be thinking it's fun. Apparently, a relatively famous plane sing-along happened in February this year with a Taylor Swift song. Oh, no. I wouldn't be able to sing along. Unless it was Bad Blood. I love Bad Blood. Parkour. What time is it? Nice. Yes, my sister-in-law is a meteorologist, and she's gotten very mean messages, which is so much. Yes. LK Stormer, I don't know if you've heard, but our proposal is like so memorable. And Felix had really grand ideas. And that is not what happened. They got nervous and instead proposed at the front of Magic Kingdom, like 7 feet past where you check into the park. Which, if you've never been there, the only thing behind you is a bunch of other people checking into the park. It was gonna be a very cliche and absolutely right up my alley castle type proposal. Sorry, not sorry. But instead we have this iconic... I love it. Like, it's very cute. They wanted to do it immediately. Yeah. It was because my best friend showed up and it was supposed to be like part of the proposal. Is like, my best friend Blake was gonna be there. But I thought Blake was the only surprise. So Blake showed up and I was like, oh, this is such a great day. What a nice surprise. And I didn't at all think that it had anything to do. So they could have waited. Because I had no idea. Let me get these fossils and stuff. They wanted to give you the proposal you dreamed of, but you got the proposal you deserved. The best part, hello Dad, the best part is in the video that we have of the proposal. They never say, will you marry me? They never said it. I'm crying, I'm looking at Blake. I don't know if this part's in the video, but I'm looking at, like, Felix is behind me and I don't know that. And Blake's, like, pointing behind me and I'm like, why are you pointing? We're hanging out. And I turn around and Felix is holding the ring, like, down on one knee, which is very cute. And I'm sobbing, because, again, I did not see this coming. Because we had talked about it, and we were going to get engaged in, like, a few months. So I'm just, like, crying so much, and I'm like, are you okay? Are you sure? Are you for real? And I'm waiting on them to be like, will you marry me? Which never happens. Instead, they just keep saying, are you okay? Because I'm crying so much. So in the video, you can't hear it very well, but you can read our lips for sure. Because it was before the pandemic. And it's just them saying, are you okay? And I'm saying, like, are you for real? Are you serious? And I think I even say, are you gonna ask? Maybe not. Anyway, so the whole joke is that we never got engaged because they never said, will you marry me? And then when I proposed to them later, I said, like, will you marry me? And they said, which hand does it go on? So they never said yes. So technically, we're not even really married. When you think about it. Stage fright out of this world. That would be if it was in Tomorrowland. A loose family diamond after visiting out of state. We are married, but also not engaged. It's very classically us. Oh my god, I forgot to ask if he wanted any of these fossils. I just drove away from the museum. Sorry. I gotta go talk to a bird about some bones. Be right back. BRB. Yeah, you know, sometimes it's like that. What can you do? Bird requires bones. Make a donation. Sorry, bird. My bad. Sometimes I walk away with the bones. He is really cute. Who do you guys think the cutest in this game is? He does. He's always surprised, even though I come visit him like 4 times a day. And I'm the only one who walks in here. OMG, very slay. Are you regular Ghost Boy? And you changed your name on here? Celeste is a good answer. I set it up. Nice. I thought maybe you were new and just you were very familiar. Ghost Boy Trans. Double Boy. My favorite villager is Gail. She's a pink alligator, and I love her so much. I have a little stuffed animal of her that Bo made me for my birthday. To propose while doing the dishes or something. That's so fair. That's the opposite of me. Yeah, Felix is not a big gesture, like big romantic kind of thing. Ghosts are transing their gender now. You come home and your ghost has transitioned. Classic. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna give them... You can have this one peach that I guess I don't know where I got it. I definitely don't want track jacket. It's not really... It doesn't really sound like my style. You can have these branches. I don't want pull-up bar stand either. Thank you for your transparency. Is really funny, Dad. I am, but unfortunately my brain is so tiny I can never think of a big romantic gesture. You could do a flash mob. I've heard they're coming back in style. Yeehaw! Hello.
Hey, did you know you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime? Thanks, Jeff.
You can. I get $2. Like our 1-year anniversary is in a month. Is it really, Pinless? That was so fast. That was a fast year. What was I doing? Oh, I gotta put these things in my house. And then let's go talk to Tom Nook about the homes. I didn't realize you were a Ghost Boy Classic. I love $2. If I get enough $2, I can pay my bills. Ha 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 ha. I know a bill hates to see me coming 3 months later. That was a joke. That was a joke. Nobody calling the police. I love it. Do you guys follow, oh shoot, what's her name? I want to say Mary. I want to say Mary Catherine, but that can't be true. I can't think of her name. Never mind. Paying bills with your $2. Slay. If you haven't been here, Felix has been saying slay after everything. A year and a half after everyone else started doing it. And so now we keep saying it, but we're trying not to say it that much because, like, it's not. It's one of those things they started doing ironically, and then you're doing it for real, you know? Tom Nook has a beer. I'm beginning my... What? I'm begging my What? I'm begging my Midwest county to be... What's happening? You're asking the people in your county to be nice to you? Oh, that's so true, Gremlin Lady. I too have fallen prey to accidental, unironic slaying. Hey, I'm just a girl who only sleeps 5 hours. Listen, that was rough. It's so true. If you're tired of it, imagine how tired I am. Please take these 3 housing kits. Thanks. I will. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. It's, hey, I'd never realized you had a little mini golf set in the corner. Yeah. You know me. I really hope he's so close to saying his own name, which is really funny. At least, like, that's what it sounds like to us with the silly babbling noises he's making. So it's hard to know if that's what he's really saying, but that's how it sounds. Imagine a toddler saying, "Oh my so god." Oh, this is really close. I need to rethink it. This seems right. Welcome. Hello, Bobbyist. Tell us. Oh. So proud. His first word's gonna be gobsmacked. Oh, I've got some ideas. 70 podcasts for the 70th anniversary of Muppets? That is so cuckoo bananas. Podcasts of what? Like, is Kermit gonna talk, or is it gonna be people talking about Kermit? Supposedly, according to the app that tells us the things that the baby can do and see and hear, he is, like, able to see as far as we are now. He's not, like, really capable of, like, understanding it. But he can see it, which is kind of funny. The first one is on Ralph the Dog. Interesting. 2020 vision on that baby. I get the TikTok lives of Kermit every now and then. It would be so funny. What I want is the Muppets. You know how Sesame Street is teaching kids, like, this is the letter A. Apple. I want them to do the Muppets, but it's like them teaching you adult concepts. So I want them to be like, this is consent. This is consent. Don't touch your friends unless they say it's cool. A wreath from flowers. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Tom. That's what I want them to do. They won't do it because they're cowards, but... B is for boundaries. We're full of ideas. I want to make a picture book for adult men. I keep having the perfect plots behind trees. Don't fuck your coworkers. Don't fuck your coworkers. So true. I think we all know a few people who could hear that. Julia, yeah. We watched Sesame Street with the baby, and they have this thing. If you guys don't know, there's this like fairy, actual fairy, on Sesame Street, and her name is Abby. And we have started watching from like 2008. And they have this thing called Abby's Flying Fairy School. But the style of it is like so weird that we call it Abby's fucking Scary School. Do I need to eat one more? No, I need to grab some more. Do they still do the worm in space? I think we saw one episode of that. Like one. I mean, I guess they're still 12 episodes, even though they're like within an episode. But this is, again, we're starting in 2008, so I don't know if they still do it now. Please, Kermie. Our baby's obsessed with, if you haven't heard, he's obsessed with this Miss Piggy toy that Muppet Marissa actually sent to us, which was really funny. That's so stressful. I mean, like, kind of fun, though. Have you guys ever been... Everyone tell me about a time when you were eavesdropping. Because one time in Florida, I don't remember if Felix was living with me yet or not, but there was a couple breaking up, like, loudly, right outside our window. And nobody was in danger, I'd like to be clear. They were just fighting. And it was just so funny. Not funny for them, but funny for us, because it was them being like... Okay, well, like, what am I supposed to tell Julia? Like, you know, blah, 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 blah. He's not, I don't know, he just started laughing. So I would say there's nothing consistently making him laugh. Most recently, I've been singing different lyrics to I Want Candy by Aaron Carter. And he thinks that's pretty funny. He only actually laughs a few times. Oh my god, the other day, I think the hardest he's possibly ever laughed the other day, was he, like, I'm the only one who can get him to go to sleep, usually, at night. Felix can be doing exactly the same thing, as far as, like, bouncing and shushing, and he's not having it. He's like, you're not, Mom, you can't put me to sleep. So, I was editing, and I was like, do you need me to put him to sleep? Because he was, like, crying. And they were like, I'm so sorry, like, da-da-da. And I was like, oh my god, no, don't be sorry. Like, you know, I can do it. So I take him from Felix. I bounce him for, like, 2 minutes. He, like, whips his head and looks at Felix and laughs so hard. And Felix wasn't doing anything, just looking at him. And so we keep saying, he was, like, laughing at them, being like, how dare you even consider thinking that you could put me to sleep? Oh, wait, I forgot we were doing this. Okay, here we go. I'm a barista. I overheard my principal talking shit about me on the phone. When he got off the phone, I confronted him. One time I convinced a friend to move out of the house with a girlfriend right next to a couple breaking up. I think I convinced the girl in the relationship it wasn't her fault. I recently took a gummy to a party and went to the bathroom. When I came out, my partner was discussing an upcoming proposal. That's really cute. Don't tell anyone, but that's so cute. When I hire baristas, I tell them eavesdropping is 30% of our jobs. Oh, that's so spicy. Confronted his partner over the phone about the STI they gave him. You fool. Yeah. That's so fun. These, like, content creators, like, YouTubers that I watch that go to Disney a lot, they're, like, my comfort millennial couple. And I know that's funny, because Felix and I are a millennial couple. They aren't perfect. They don't do everything I would do in content creation, for sure. But I really like the style of their vlogs, and like they're very like loosey goosey, which I appreciate. I do watch like very like aesthetic curated content, but I also really like to watch like kind of chaotic, like, hey, I forgot to tell you guys, we bought this ice cream. It was really good. If you come here, you might want to try it. Kind of energy. Anyway, they were talking about how every time they pass this one part of Magic Kingdom, they think about how they saw this dad who was like sitting outside on a bench, and it was like clearly pissed because like him and his family are like in some sort of tiff, and he puts his hands down on the bench, and then he goes, "Oh, I just stuck my hand in a banana," and they say it every time they pass that spot. And what the guy was saying was like, so if you're ever having a bad day or a bad moment, just know that you could be an inside joke to someone else right now. And that's so true. It does make me feel better. Once we had Regular's husband bring a mistress on a date. That's so funny. Okay, I already forgot everything Tom Nook told me. Oh, he told me how to make a ladder. We should do that. I need, oh my god, all the wood. That's so bonkers. I can't even like I don't know how people have mistresses. Because like, where do you find the time? You know, like you'd have to go out to a hotel. Mom, you ruin my life every day. And it's sad in the moment, but it was also so funny. In this economy, yes. How are people cheating in this economy? What kind of money must you be making? That's so spicy, Lola. We've been rewatching Sister Wives. And there's like some, not true, but there's some guy saying like, oh yeah, like if you go meet the main characters, I mean characters not the right word, but the main people, the Browns, like they're gonna ask you to be the fifth wife, which is just like, there's a lot of problems that I have with the adults in that family. The fact that he's married to multiple people isn't one of them. Because there are plenty of people who have multiple partners who aren't bad partners. But I forgot what I was going with this story. Oh, sorry. I was trying to say, like, that's so crazy that happened to you, because I feel like it's the kind of thing people just say. Who has the time or energy to keep up? Yeah. We have, like, literally a trail of what I would call doesn't know their kid's doctor's name. Yes. Polyamory good, polygamy no thank you. Yeah. It's also just so bonkers because, like, when we started watching that show during our, like, infertility journey, because we were like, maybe if we obsess over something else, we'll feel better, and we did. At the beginning, I was like, you know, like, this was kind of, like, such a good thing for, like, even though, like, polyamorous people aren't doing polygamy, like, it is showing, like, it's possible to love multiple people, and, like, we aren't polyamorous, but we have friends who are, and, like, da-da-da. And y'all, if you haven't watched that show, it goes so downhill. I hope nobody polyamorous was ever, like, what a good thing this is, because it ain't the same, and he ain't a good man. Oh, it goes so downhill. It's the first, like, reality TV show I have ever truly cared about. Sister Wives polyamory as 50 Shades of Grey as to BDSM is so true. I don't think it was intended to be propaganda. I think what they wanted, I know that the family in particular, like, they want, and possibly, I guess, maybe still do, they wanted polygamy to be decriminalized, which I think is fair. It's only, I think, a crime in Utah. I forgot to water these. I don't care if someone wants to be married to multiple people. I care a little bit if someone's trying to commit fraud on their taxes, because, like, you know, I don't want people to do that when I have to pay my taxes, you know, like normal. I see no one can see the game, and y'all just didn't say anything to me. Thank you. They are polygamous for religious reasons. I was never into Super Nanny. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. It's just, what I will say as someone who's no contact with her family, well, with my parents, things that are happening now, I feel very, like, less alone as far as, like, the kids who don't speak to the parents. Super Nanny stressed me out because, why did I come here? Because my mom actually loved me and the show seemed stressful. Yeah. The crime is the whole polygamy with individuals who have no ability to consent. Yes. What a perfect way to phrase that. Yeah, I don't care if someone wants to be married to multiple people. I do care if someone wants to be married to children. But it is such a time to rewatch it. And he's gotta catch them all. The other thing is, like, when you hear the women on that show at the beginning of the show talk about why they like it, what they're describing could actually all be achieved if they just had, like, a good partner. So they're like, I love that I have help with my kids because I have sister wives. And I'm like, right. So if you were just married to one man who actually helped you with your children that you created together, you would have that. Emerson, you're so cute. I know you're already getting married. Did you want to get married again? Or, like, if they had community. So true. Yeah. No, I don't know who that is. Is it one of the koalas? Yeah. They also, at the beginning of the show, I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, it feels like they don't really have, like, friends. And I think something that has happened... hello. They could have literally erased him out of the situation and still had what she liked about it. Yes. So true. Yeah, there's just so many things. I could talk for so long about the things that I feel really validated by the show, also as someone who grew up in religion. Not the same religion, but... What I hope happens is I hope all those kids are out of there because they didn't ask to be on reality TV. Except for the ones who want to be there. So fair. If Mormons could drink coffee, they'd be happier people, I think. Is this what the foliage will look like? We got married outside. I loved it. I think you're onto something. Here we go. We're cleaning up. I guess let me update my little thing, because this isn't really, like, daily. I'm gonna say just got a ladder, smiley face. I'm only playing for another, like, 30 minutes. A little white chocolate mocha would do them wonders. I tell you what would do them wonders is therapy. Therapy being honest with yourself. Oh my god, speaking of which, there's a place here in Salem that's selling dirty soda, and my whole life I thought dirty soda meant there was alcohol in it. Which I guess, like... I don't know why, because, like, Felix was like, no, dirty doesn't mean alcohol. But I was like, doesn't it? But I guess, like, I get a dirty chai, and it just means there's coffee in it, and along with also chai. It does not mean there's alcohol in it. Haha, Gremlin Lady, I say that all the time. And Dirty Chai was being fun and quirky. That's what it seems like. It's not. Unfortunately. I'm gonna do all this and we're not even gonna have time to do the houses on here. Well, I shake all my trees though. I know not everybody does. I shake literally all of them. You can get like thousands of bells a day by doing it because there's money in some of the trees. Why wouldn't I do it? I love saying dirty chai. It's fun. I won't apologize. Oh, I left some weeds back here. I'm working weed. The lime of finger. Oh my god, I forgot to ask everyone. Everyone give me your most you think will incite some sort of reaction of who you would put on your hear me out cake. I'm snoozing. How do I get rid of this? Go away. When I worked my first job as a teen, a guy at the restaurant asked me to bring him an Arnold Palmer. The restaurant didn't serve any alcohol, so I was like, sorry, can't get that for you. Well, that's so funny. Betty White is actually so fair. Took a chance on some new chips today, decided they're too spicy. That's so me. I'm trying to think of my, like, most, like, interesting hear me out. Hex is from Fern Gully. That's not even a hear me out. That's just, like, so true. I don't even know. Is Gil too obvious? You guys are Gil-obsessed. Gil-obsessed. The most unhinged one is Gritty. Who's Gritty? Oh, the mascot? Any character played by Tim Curry is just true. The mean lady friend from Spirited Away. What if I put myself on the hear me out cake? Yeah, what then? Who's gonna stop you? I'm trying to think. How did you not know it's Willem Dafoe? It's so clearly him. AKA the bad guy's dad from the first Spider-Man movie. If you ask me. Hear me out, me. Osmosis Jones is the first one that comes to mind. Kronk? Jasper from Steven Universe is so true. Hear me out, but it's just 50 pictures of Shane from the L Word. Sinbad from the animated movie Sinbad. Is this the movie that doesn't exist? Or am I thinking of a different movie? Bismuth. I don't know. Sully from Monsters, Inc. I think I can make a case for. The river spirit from Spirited Away that has 15 arms. What them arms do? You guys. Randall. He gives gifts. That's true. That is so true. Bandit Healer. Who's Bandit Healer? Oh, is that the name of the river monster thing? I've only seen Spirited Away a handful of times. The dad from Bluey, I have heard. Oh, is that who Bandit is? I did know that. The Hear Me Out cake, but it's just 50 pictures of Zach Braff. I think I can make a case for Pennywise. Godzilla. Okay. Go off. Michael Cera. Felix loves Michael Cera. Not Tim Curry, the new one. Tim Curry Pennywise would truly be a choice. I'm gonna yucky yum. I haven't seen The Terrifier. The girl Ashley just did a photo shoot with. Just watched it. I don't know. I can't think of anyone like really bonkers right now. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Yes, I can. This is only gonna be very few people, I think, who know who this is. There was this show in the 90s called Freakazoid. It was a cartoon. And I had such a crush on Freakazoid. And if you haven't seen him, he has blue skin and this, like, crazy hair. And, like, I don't remember anything about the show. I just remember, like, always singing the song. That was, like, Freakazoid, Freakazoid. Freakazoid, Freakazoid. At least that's how I sang it. Freaking me, freaking you! Is that in the song, or did you just say that? Let me pull it up. Let's see, let's see. Okay, you know what? Actually, looking at him now, I still stand by it. Let's see. How do I open image in a new tab? Save. Oh my so god. Add 1 of 4. Why are there 4 ads? Did I change something? Oh my so god. This is him. Okay, sorry to everyone who had 4 ads. I did not know. I don't know why it's giving you 4 ads. I haven't changed any of my settings. Unless they changed them for me. This is Freakazoid. Hear me out. This is him. Come on. Oh no. Boo. A perfect round of butter? A round of butter? Oh, interesting. I don't know the words you're saying, Paula, but... They started giving me a ton of ads only in the last month on any stream. Boo. Like on the top of pancakes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that. I've never heard anyone say that, though. It's giving emo Johnny Bravo. Hear me out. Make us kiss. Yeah, I had a huge crush on him. I also had a huge crush on Max Goof, which I think makes sense. Because I watched a Goofy movie way too often. For sure. Penelope Pitstop. Who's Penelope Pitstop? What media is she from? Yeah, the voice actor for Max. Anytime he's ever been the voice of anything, I have a crush on that character. Same with Michael J. Fox. The thoughts I had about Milo from Atlantis as like a young person. Danny Phantom in ghost form. She's an old cartoon character. Interesting. Lola Bunny, but I feel like that's normal. I feel like we all had a crush on Lola Bunny. My dad is elderly, so I was exposed to grandpa media. It's so funny you say that because constantly, all the time, I'll mention things that were like from the 50s and 60s because I spent so much time with my grandma when I was a kid. But I've never heard of Penelope Pitstop. The entire cast of Atlantis, honestly. Tom Selleck? I don't know. I get Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds confused. They look exactly the same to me. Just every goth girl in every piece of media. I don't have a slingshot, so I can't get this. If Barbie was a femme lesbian who drove race cars, I love it. Helga Sinclair from Atlantis did something to me as a child. Tom Nook was almost the first one that I said. I think Tom Nook one of two ways. Either Tom Nook is like very selfish, or he's like, you're like really surprised by him, you know? Tom Selleck is like Burt Reynolds in bold font. You're literally so right. Every time I talk to upstairs about how they look the same, they're like, no, they don't. But they do. They look exactly the same. Can't tell them apart. Burt Reynolds is in Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, which was one of our favorite movies. Oh my gosh!
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Hello! Thank you so much for being here. This is so sweet. Thank you. Hello. Hi. My name is Morgan. My pronouns are she, her. I stream with my husband Felix, who's not here. Hi, Kennedy. I'm your biggest fan. Hello. If you don't follow Cozy Games, I don't know how you would even end up here, honestly, but you should. But yeah, I also have a baby who's obsessed with watching Cozy Games vlogs, which is really cute. I sent Kennedy a video of him chatting to the TV. But yeah, hello, welcome. Right now I only stream on Sundays because I have a new baby. But we post vlogs, we stream. We are from TikTok originally, and then all this happened over the past few years, and now it's our job. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. This is so sweet. We're playing Animal Crossing. I just restarted my island. The name of my new island is Girltopia. Now, as I look for people, we're not so much looking for actual girls. We're looking for people who have, like, the energy of girl. A great example is Sasha, who is technically a boy. However, he's giving girl. You know what I mean? He's girl. To me, that's girl. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are so sweet. I'm so glad that you're here, Kennedy. This is so sweet. A great example is me, a non-binary lesbian. You know what I mean? You know how, like, sometimes you see a villager and you're like, I know that this villager in theory uses he, him pronouns, but to me, they are girl. Sometimes you're giving girl. Yeah. Yeah, if you're new here, I don't ever know what to say at these things, but I'm glad that you're here. A girl's girl doesn't have to be a girl. So true. I hear it. Listen, I don't know if Beardo's giving girl. Beardo, though, I do like Beardo. I feel like people give him a bad rap just because his bush is out. But I like Beardo. I think to me, he seems like your friend's dad at the slumber party, where he's like, hey, did you girls want some hot cocoa? Beardo's the one with his bush out. Hold on, I'll get him for you. Don't you worry. There's probably a quicker way to do this, and yet this is the way I do it. Image. Here's his bush. Do you see how his bush is out? His president is out. His what? Full bush. Do you see? Are you seeing his bush? And, like, I respect it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're that committed, I do respect it. It's full bush fall. His bush is out. He's got these weird little sideburns. He said, I don't shave. And good for him. He is girl. I'm hearing it. I think there's a case to be made. But to me, people hate him. People think he's ugly. I don't think he's ugly. One thing I will say, you know what Beardo's not doing? He's not falling down for peer pressure. Girl is in the eyelashes. He can't be peer pressured. He does what he wants. And I respect that. He's true to his bush. His bush has a story to tell, and he's here to tell it. Listen. I like Beardo. People hate him. I think he's nice. I'll tell you who I do hate. I hate Raymond. I said this earlier in the stream. Welcome to my stream. Time for a controversial opinion. It's because to me, Raymond seems like what I said. I hope everyone's 18 and up. What I said was Raymond seems like the kind of guy who, like, at the bar, he's, like, whispering in your ear and he's like, can't wait. I'm going to take you home and blah, blah, blah. And he's, like, talking a big game, and then, like, you go to his apartment and you have, like, a nothing time and he's not memorable. And you're like, okay, all right. Raymond is a lousy lay. And he's not a bad guy. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Raymond is, like, a creep. He's a mean twink. And he doesn't pay for the Uber. So true. Right now, I just restarted my island. So right now I have Cherry. Don't worry, I can fix him. Me about Shane from the L Word. Flick. Oh, for the Hear Me Out. Yes, before all of our new friends showed up, we were we were doing Hear Me Out. Who you would put on your Hear Me Out cake. I said, I feel like my most controversial. Hold on, I already deleted it. I have to re-add it. I feel like my most cuckoo bananas Hear Me Out is the character Freakazoid from this show from the 90s. Hear me out. You see? Do you see what I mean, though? Sam Elliott. Why do I know that name? Mustache is coming to mind. The actor? Is that his name? Am I making that up? Hear me out. He's a great lay. Freakazoid, first of all, if you've not seen his programming, I don't know the name Freak isn't his name. At the very least, you've got a good story to tell when you get home, you know? Captain Gantu, is it Gantu? Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. Mustache guy, but younger. Mustache is coming to mind. Sam Elliott. He can't be the guy I'm thinking of. No, he is. But younger. Not to be rude, this guy's 100 years old. He's 80 years old. Mustache guy, but younger. Oh, you're saying you'd lay him younger. I'm with you. I'm seeing your vision. Gantu's a good pick. I'm trying to think of like a more femme answer also. I kept thinking he was Billy Idol. To be fair, if you put Billy Idol in front of me, I could not tell you what he looked like. Just today, we found out what Ryan Murphy looks like. He's, by the way, 58 years old. 58 years on this planet. And he said, you know what I'll do? I'm going to make American Horror Story, but extra homophobic for no reason. Patrick Stewart's actually a great pick. I think you can firmly stand by that. Him being 58. Did you know he made Nip Tuck? He looks like a guy named Ryan Murphy. The old double first name. Yes, he made Nip Tuck. I didn't find out till today. Our friend Paula, who's here in chat, told us. And I was like, I did not know that. First of all, that makes sense, though, because Glee has so many famous people in it. And I thought Ryan Murphy was some 20-year-old who just came on the scene. And he was like, what if I make the most annoying and wonderful children's programming ever? Children's, I guess, is a bit of a stretch, but he missed the opportunity to make every man kiss on the lips. If I was writing this show, everyone would be kissing. That's true. Keanu Reeves starred in Bill and Ted's. Aw, Bobby, it's baby. How? Now I'm not gonna ask how old you are. But that is impressive to me that you didn't know that. But, sometimes you learn new things. Scream Queens is really good. I really like the beginning of American Horror Story. I love it. I'm a Murder House apologist. I loved Murder House. People hated it. Now, my favorite is Apocalypse. Aw, that makes sense, Seven. I am famously face blind, so that's me, but with all of the British actors. I get Doctor Who and RO confused, and they don't look anything alike. But they're both British. It's not true. One of them's Scottish, right? So you're crazy, girly. That's so fair, Bobbyist. When I think of Keanu Reeves, I only think of Bill and Ted. The Doctor's Who, if you will. The one that everybody wanted to freak so bad. Until Shooty. I have never watched Doctor Who, but I really want to watch the new one. Because Shooty got was in it. I think I said his last name right. I definitely said his first name right. Hear me out. The woman from the painting, truth coming out of her well. I'm scared. Hear me out. The guy from The Scream. I'll have him scream. Oh man, that would have been a good joke if I had said it right. I'll have him screaming. Matt Smith. That's the one who's in House of Dragons, right? That's a traditionally attractive murderer. Speaking of which, hear me out. Dexter Morgan. Let's bring him up, team. No, we're not doing Animal Crossing anymore. Now we're doing Sex List. Hold on. No, wait. Let me get a nicer picture than this one, Dexter Morgan is too square. Wrong. Perfect squareness. I said I was gonna do like a femme person, and I just keep talking about men, unfortunately. Look at him. Actually, I don't even think this is a hear me out. He's very normally attractive, conventionally attractive. Who is this man? This is Dexter Morgan from the show Dexter. Did y'all see my eyebrow do that crazy thing? It's never done that. Hold on. Dexter Morgan. Look at us. We'd be so cute. Hear me out, Lumpy Space Princess. Hello, thank you so much, Kennedy. I appreciate you so much. He looks like someone I went to school with. My name would be Morgan Morgan. Lumpy Space Princess is a good pick. The Bouncer. Have I not played enough to meet the Bouncer? It's hard with a girly for Hear Me Out because everyone's so cute. Yes, I can't think of anyone who's like kind of a weird one. You know what I mean? You could run a personal injury law firm. He's in the desert. Fairy Godmother from Shrek is such a good one. To be fair, I only ever played the first year of Stardew Valley. And then I'm like, I'm going to start over. Ursula for sure. Also a good pick. Let me think. I rarely get to the desert. Mama Odie from Princess and the Frog. Oh. Hear Me Out. This actually, no. Here's the thing. It's not weird. But the best friend in LA Enchanted. I've always had such a crush on. Hold on. What the fuck is her name? I'm going to type this in. Oh, no, I want this one. Miss Piggy, so true. Lady Cluck from Robin Hood. Felix thinks is really cute. Look at her. Yzma's a great one. Did y'all know that Anne Hathaway's quite literally like 16 or 17 when they filmed the first Princess Diaries? That's so fair, Seven. She was such a sensible best friend. Also, if you've read Fourth Wing, in my mind, this is what Violet looks like. By the way, it doesn't match the description at all. I just want you to know. But she's my Violet. Something that I do when I read books is I don't read the description at all. They say he was 7 feet tall with long black hair, and I'll be like, he was small. He has blonde hair. He has green eyes. I don't read descriptions. I make up a new guy. I usually cast like someone in my head, and I'll be like, nice. Perfect. All I would do is cast Julie Andrews. Yeah, I can't think of any Hear Me Out girls. Because again, like they're all good. Let me look for inspiration. All that's coming to mind is the mermaids from Peter Pan. Mrs. Trunchbull? Okay. Javert from Les Mis, but only when he's pathetic and internally conflicted. I love a man who's having a personal crisis. Weird Barbie is so true. Sorry, my nails are so long, so I just keep clicking them. Aunt Fanny from Robots. The murderous mermaids from Peter Pan. Yeah, exactly. I love them. Sid's Hook Barbie in Toy Story. Sadness from Inside Out. I think I could fix her. Oh, I love one thing that I love so much is the Girl Ghostbusters. The all-female Ghostbusters is a great film. If you haven't seen it, it's genuinely so funny. I've seen it many, many times. All-female Ghostbusters, the feminists are taking over. I'm an adult virgin. Da-da-da-da-da. It was so good. It was so good for no reason. Okay, wait. Hear me out. I think we'll all agree. Krobus. Not because I think he's going to get freaky. I think he's actually a very passionate and kind lovemaker. Krobus would be kind to you. I saw it in theaters the day it came out. I love the Ghostbusters franchise. Genuinely. He's a tender lover. He is. He would be nice to you. Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes in Girl Ghostbusters. Oh, actually, I have a great Hear Me Out. It's Kerrigan from the Casper the Friendly Ghost movie, but as a ghost. We watched this the other day. Here we go. I'm pulling it up. I'm definitely spelling her name wrong. There's no like normal photo of her. I love Ghostbusters, but I don't like Bill Murray at all. Oh no. Is there something stressful? You just don't like him. Is she in the Casper Meets Wendy version, really? Oh, it's huge. Okay, you get it though. She's like mean, sexy. Oh, Red Wolf, they said it wasn't good because they hate women. So. I like that it still just says just got a ladder underneath me. I don't like him and I have reasons. Listen. She looks like the mean woman from Over the Hedge. Unless I'm not approving that. Automod, no, I was /J. They're gonna kick you out. Pinlez is blocked. If you haven't seen my new vlog, Felix and I are obsessed with the shake your head emoji. Amber from House, yeah. I gotta say, hear me out, the entire cast of the L Word. Oh, hear me out. What's his name? Hold on. Here's my number one, hear me out. What movie is this in? Yeah. Hold on, I need a good picture. Yes, I'm so excited. I've already talked about this before, so I think a bunch of people aren't going to be surprised, but... This is Loki, played by Alan Cumming in the movie Son of the Mask. I did not mean to approve. They gotta pick the buttons further apart. Look at Alan Cumming right now. I'm not gonna make a joke because it's too easy. The crush I had on... I watched Son of a Mask. I've only seen The Normal Mask with Jim Carrey maybe once. But I've seen Son of the Mask many, many, many times. You have to hear me out. Look at his cuckoo bananas hair. This is a man whose parents don't understand him. And that I relate to. I'm 10 years old and I'm like, that man gets it. Anything by Alan Cumming is so true. He's like 60 years old now, I think. Maybe less. Let me look. 59. I was so close. I've never seen Nightcrawler. I'm so sorry. It is an unfortunate last name. Have you guys seen... There's a TikTok. I'm not on TikTok anymore, so this could be old. So sorry about that. But there was someone who was like, there's literally a famous man named Dick Van Dyke. I have heard this about hackers. I haven't seen it. Perfect last name for a bisexual icon. Alan, what? I think you know. Come on. Yeah, I'm curious if, like, when did Dick start meaning more than just a nickname for Richard? And then the other one, when did it get popular? Because Dick Van Dyke was born in, like, 1930. I did not. Got some hackers, truthers in chat. When did Dick... Come on. I think you know. When did he? Exists as water structures, but were spelled different, so I don't know. That's a great point. I forgot about the John Updike thing. I forgot about that. That was so funny. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? How did they get Dick from Richard? Cause a lot of problems. That makes sense. Ask him nicely. Oh. Yeehaw.
Hear me out, Gil. Now
You
and
guys
forever.
have Gil lust. You have lust for Gil. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's do like another 15 minutes. And then we can rate someone. We haven't rated someone, I mean, not since we went back the past few weeks. Marlon is a good dad. He is, like, very anxious. Which I guess, to be fair, his, like, the love of his life and, like, 500 of his children were, like, brutally killed in front of him. So actually, I'll give that to him. Dick is because it rhymes with Rick. That's so funny. People get Jimmy from James, though, so... You know? Weirder things have happened. Sometimes I just like to whack my net around for no reason. Ted from Edward. Is Ted not from Theodore? Bill from William is close to Dick from Rick. Ted Cullen. Can you imagine? I've never heard anyone get Ted from Edward. That's so funny. Oh, is it true? The guy that I dated, the guy that I dated in college, I guess I won't dox him by saying his full name, but he was a third, and so they called him Trey, which is very normal. But he actually recently had a son and wanted to continue, like, the name thing. And they call his kid Drew from quadruplet, like quadruple, which I do think is cute, but I've never heard of. I have so many weeds to sell. I knew a third named Trip. I know a third named Trip. I had never heard it until this kid was born. Yeah. I just, like, I really think it's cute when people, like, give their kid, like, their middle name, or, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I don't think I could ever do, like, a full junior thing. I'd be too scared. I know too many people who, like, it caused issues with, like, planning a vacation, much less, like, getting, like, a Social Security card or a job or a credit check. That's also why I, like, never wanted to marry anyone with, like, a hyphenated name. Because, like, and that's just working at Disney World. I knew people who, like, got their Disney accounts, like, messed up because it wouldn't recognize it as, like, a hyphenated name. We'll just be named 5. That's true. 7 could have a kid named 8. That'd be cute. Credit and debt is, yes. No hate to anyone who does it, but I wouldn't do it. It makes me nervous. It's also, like, we don't have a history, like, when people do it and it's because, like, their dad did, or, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? There's, like, a history there. Like, that makes sense to me. But since I don't have that pressure. Yes, I think that's so cute. I also kind of love, I always wanted to take my husband's name. Like, I think it's really cute. I know that, like, the reason is because, like, back in the day, it was like, this woman is your property. And so people who don't want to take their husband's last name, so fair. But I always wanted to. I think it's cute. But people who, like, make up their own name, I also think is really cute. Very in whole. Yes, I did know that. I'm very curious if, like legally what their stuff looks like. I had a crush on a boy named Morgan in, like, 1st and 2nd grade. And I was like, when we get married, we'll have the same name, which is so funny, because no, we wouldn't. Morgan was actually his middle name. And what's even funnier is now in the future, he does go by his first name and not his middle name. You can't just make up a name? What do you mean? Describe to me what you're saying. How do you get your name changed where you live? They don't give you a paper and say, write down your new name? What's the situation? Yeah, all names are made up. There's a list? What do you mean there's a list? Are you French? I heard in France you have to pick from a list. Same with babies. German. Interesting. I did hear, now I don't know if it's true. Interesting. Make a donation. I heard that there's a kid in someplace, maybe the UK, whose middle name is Skywalker, and they were trying to get a passport, or trying to get a visa for him to come to the US, and they, like, didn't approve it because Disney has a trademark on the name Skywalker. Back when I thought I was straight, I liked the idea of a man taking my last name. Yeah. Dick Van Dyke is Lana. That's so funny. Yeah, people who have, like, names that are no longer words that you can, like, get away with saying, such as a very famous felon. Interesting. I'm very curious if she's ever going to change her name. But she's not the only one. There are lots of people in the world who are like, you know, think times change. That is very interesting, Coco. I did not know that. I want to sell. All this stuff I did, and not at all did I work on those little homes. That's okay. It's about having fun. I guess I'll keep the branches. I'll sell these cherries. If you have a gender-neutral name, the second one has to be gendered. Me going through the... I'm talking about... Yeah. And also, you just got a ladder. That's true. I don't know if you heard. I just got a ladder. I just got a ladder. I just got a ladder. Sold. Nice. Yeah. To be fair though, I feel like people with double names, they should go by little initials if they want to. When you marry, you guys can just write a name in. I think so. I mean, I didn't change, like, I changed mine to Felix's last name, so. But, yeah, like, Felix's little brother changed their name a couple years ago, and it's just a piece of paper where, I mean, Felix just changed theirs. I take it back. And it's a piece of paper, and it's like, you know, here's your name at birth, and then new name. And you can write, like, whatever you want. I mean, maybe not whatever you want. I don't know. To be fair, I think there should be some rules. Yeah. Their child Princess and Precious as middle names, which is so... yeah, people who are like Elon Musk naming his kid like a bunch of random letters. In Brazil, there's a list of, like, illegal names. Yeah, I wonder if I can, like, look it up. Let's see. I'm gonna do United States, like, names you can't use. Oh, it's based on the state. Interesting. I have seen LaDasha. I think last names you can just never change unless you marry. And first names, there's a list. Now, this would be a very long con. But if you moved to the U.S. and changed your name legally in the U.S. and then moved back to Germany, would they just have to be like, we accept that? That's what I want to know. Let me save. They should, I think, again, they should have more rules. For some of them. I don't think you should be allowed to use, that many dashes or numbers or... I just changed my name a few days ago after I got married. It's a whole thing. Yeah, mine was pretty easy. It was just a paper. It's also, if you get married, at least in Oregon, if you're getting it changed while you get married, they don't charge you. Because you're already paying to get married, Let's see. 32 illegal baby names you might want to keep off your list. I'm moving you guys over here so I can see what you say as I read it. I heard it's easier to change it the first time, but harder to change it again. That is what I've heard. That is 27. You can't name baby girl, baby boy, male, female, test, and void. That makes sense. Can't use an @ sign. You can't use the name Santa Claus or Messiah. Interesting. Yeah, you can't do just numbers. Majesty, Jesus Christ. Illegal names around the world. Adolf. Makes sense. Aryan. Metallica. Nutella. Monkey. It tells me what country. Damn, there goes my baby name list. Metallica, Nutella is illegal in France. Metallica is illegal in Sweden. Monkey in Denmark. Venerity/Friday is illegal in Italy. Thor, illegal in Portugal. Cyanide, illegal in the UK. IKEA is illegal in Sweden. Where can't you say Messiah? Let's see. Let me go back up. Challenge in the U.S. A Tennessee judge tried to unsuccessfully stop a child from getting the name in the U.S., and the judge was later fired due to the incident. While challenged in the court, the name lives on in the U.S., and there are 2,000 American baby boys named that. Interesting. Judas. You can't name your kid Devil in Japan. I'm only picking out the fun ones, to be clear. Anus or anal, illegal in Denmark and New Zealand. Baby metallic cyanide is not allowed in Sweden or the UK. Imagine how hilarious it would be to say Judas. No. Circumcision, illegal in Mexico. RoboCop, also illegal in Mexico. Interesting. Did everyone write those down? Does everyone know what they're going to name their new baby? Who tried circumcision? Somebody in Mexico. The list is made from people, like, it's public records of names that have been rejected. So, yeah, it's just, what I don't understand is, why would you, because it seems like a very long con to be like, I'm going to try to do this just because I think it's funny about a human person that you made. I want to know that 2-7. What happens? They can't stop you. Although, I don't know, is it like when you take a foreign language in high school and they're like, you have to pick a French name? Originally, your name was RoboCop. It's just so what a choice some people make. How does one even circumcise a RoboCop? Very carefully. You're naming a whole person? Why are you doing that? Tell me you don't love your baby without telling me you don't love your baby. Okay. We got a lot done today. Got a ladder. At the beginning, I complained that I didn't have a ladder. So, I'm calling that a win. I'm going to say that's a win for the day. How do I do? No one I follow is streaming, I guess. They've changed the way that you like do raids now, and I feel like it's so confusing. That's okay. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much. This is the end of stream. Hello. This one will be uploaded next Tuesday. The one from last week will be uploaded this Tuesday. That's it. New vlog is up. Slay. I love you so much. I'll see you on the Discord. I think that's it. Okay, goodbye.